Hi friends, welcome back to Testing Tutorials Point. This is Lokesh Gorantla, and today we are going to be discussing about how to manage the dependency between the test cases. Okay, there are two ways we can able to do. One is method level dependency or group level dependency. Okay, these are the two ways we can able to approach this. Okay, first of all, group wise is you can see, right. Group wise we have already done in that last couple of videos. Okay, you can check that as well. Okay, group dependency is basically whenever you specify like a smoke or sanity or regression or something. Okay, if you are run for your listener, then like this. Okay, if you include the grouping which name you want to, what are the test case need to be run in that particular group of test cases, we can able to run for that. Okay, and this is basically which is going to discussing for method level, because we are not discussed this method level how we can able to create the dependency of that particular test case. And before starting, why we need to create the dependency? First of all, dependency is basically whenever you create the dependency, if that particular dependent test case is failed, then the remaining test case will be skipped. Okay, in this case we can able to save the time where exactly it is failed, we can able to identify. Okay, and also it will be after the login is there, but we have already annotations, suit level and method level, and login it is there, but still we can able to create this dependency. If that particular one is done execution, then we can start this one, like that we can able to create. Okay, it's a good for the practice also. Okay, but real time we dependency, very rare case we are going to use for the dependency and method. Like if something the validation is there, there are two different stories, but almost all the steps are common. Okay, in this situation we can able to create in down in the same test case extension assertion, or we are going to use the dependency after this completion, then we can start for the remaining thing. Like that also we can able to use it. Okay, how we can able to use the method level dependency? Okay, now I'm going to create a new class which is a dependency tc tool at the rate, sorry, dependency. Okay, now we need to use for here at the rate test, and we need to use that a valid login. Okay, just I'm going to printing the things. Okay, login method, a similar format I will create for two more methods. I will name it as a, after login I need to create the user, create user. Here also we can mention for create user method. Okay, and then I'm going to use for delete user, delete user method. Okay, these are the three methods. Okay, create user, delete user must be logged into the application. Okay, if we run individually, we can run for all together in one time. Okay, now see, all together we can able to run and we can get, but you can see login is done in the last, but create user, delete user is done from the starting. Okay, but if I use for here, there is a method called dependency and method. Okay, dependency and method, and this method is basically login method. Okay, the similar format I can able to create another method which is create must be like, if I use the login here itself. Okay, again I will use run. Now you can see Here login is done, create is done, delete is done. Sometimes delete will be called into the first time, but there is a dependency. After creation only it should be. If it is fail, again we are going to see the error message. In that case, we can able to use the login here. Okay, by default it will be created in the proper way. Okay, whenever it will execute, first it will check the login is whether it is done or not. Then if it is not done, it will call the login to login. Once login is done, then it will be deleted. In case if that is failed, okay, asset dot false. Okay, now if I run, now you can see one got failed, two got skipped because one is failed, dependented one. Okay, because of that it got failed. You can see dependency is failed and even create also failed because it's a dependency it is presented. And here is a dependency method is got failed because of it is we are expecting true, it is got failed false. Okay, like this we can able to do. Okay, and if you want to do for multiple method dependency, okay, this is a single method dependency, single method dependency. Okay, what about for multiple? Okay, what about for multiple? Multiple also we can able to do. Okay, any method we can able to create, that method will be done for multiple. Okay, how we can able to do for the multiple? Okay, I'm going to use for multiple method. Okay, now here dependency is there, but and here I will use for braces. Inside the braces create and login as a dependency. Okay, this method is required to do for login and create user. We can add is a multiple user method. Okay, now if I run this one, I can see 4 out of 4 it got failed fast. Okay, like this we can able to do for multiple. Okay, and real time also like anything like if you want to use for always, if it is fail also I want to run any specific one in real time, definitely it may require sometimes some methods. It is not that much of high priority, but the similar format some other place it is there, but still I want to like after fail also I want to run for the next method and next one. And how we can able to use, there is a method called always, always run. Okay, this is the attribute is there, we can able to mark it as a true. Then if it is fail also we can able to get a pass. Okay, now I'm making as a uncomment and I'll use for comma, I'll use for always run equal to true. Okay, only one I can mark it. Okay, remaining I'm not marking. Now you can see, now you can see two got passed, two got passed, one got failed. What are the things got failed? And create user and delete user got passed. Okay, create and delete got passed, and login and another one is failed. This is a multi method got failed. Okay, like this we can able to use it. Okay, and another way I already told you, groups. Okay, depending on groups, depending on groups also will work like a same. Okay, you can able to use that depending on group it will work out. Okay, And another way also there is another method depending on method is there, right? We have for grouping one is basically only for group, right? And here there is another method called Yeah. There is a method called depend on group. Here there is a method called depending on groups. Okay, we can use this. Okay, now you can see if I run this one, here the before and after login, add to cart, and wherever that entire things are like depending on group it is here it is there, you can see 9 cases got wherever the smoke suit is there, regression tag is there, that everything it will be called. Okay, wherever it is present a regression, here is the add to cart is there, and here is there some other places also there. Okay, this depending on group it will work for wherever that particular regression tag is there, that particular location it will goes and run. Okay, you can see 004 and 006 is having for dependency on a group regression one. Okay, here also we have for regression. Okay, wherever it is there that regression tag it will goes and it will run for that particular cases. Okay, this basically a depending on a group. Okay, previous we run for method, wherever is the method that particular method it will run. This is the basically depending on groups, which is the group it is defined at that particular groups it will be run. Okay, I hope it this entire information for you. Thank you for watching and please do subscribe and share to your friends and colleagues. Thank you.